video on gun control. I'm sure, not everybody's going to agree with my thoughts, but hey, everybody has an opinion and they're entitled to it. So, here it goes. So, I'm sure everybody's heard about the Sandy shooting and stuff like that. Now, look, everybody's like, oh, we really need to start cracking down on gun control because of, all those innocent kids that got killed. Well, the thing is, it's like, I don't know how gun laws go in your state, but like right now we have like the concealed and carry law passed, but really I don't see any point in owning a gun where I live, which is Wisconsin, because you can't take your gun really anywhere. I mean, you can't take it into any establishments. You can't. I mean, it's because most people want them for protection. But it's like, what really protection do you have when 98% of the places you go, you can't take the gun with you? Now, but back to my point, it's like, everybody wants us to start, doing more background checks and shit like that. It's like, okay, I agree with that, but really, how much is it going to stop? Because, look, it's just like, somebody who's going to do something like that doesn't care about the law. Like, look, I mean, if somebody's going to go rob a bank, they're not going to go, alright, well, I'm going to do this the right way. I'm going to go, to a gun store, wait 2 weeks, depending on what I get or however long it takes. And then, be all nonchalant about it. And then all of a sudden, alright, once I get my gun cut the right way, I'm going to go into the bank and I'm going to rob the shit out of it. No. They don't care. There's always going to be underground, sellers. It's never going to change. It's just like, people, meat eaters versus vegetarians. You're never going to please everybody because the thing is, people always find a way to get what they want. Now, don't get me wrong. We should do more background checks and stuff like that. But all this complaining and crying about it, to me, is just kind of stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound heartless in saying that, people shouldn't feel bad about, what happened. But this shit of people just trying to control more people because they think if they enforce more laws, or new laws, or whatever, or tighten down on the current ones, it's gonna change people's thoughts. It's not. Now, I know it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, but I am. But I just want to throw that in there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know probably a lot of you guys aren't going to agree with this, but that's what I think about gun control. It's like, it's just like anything. If you press harder, with laws, most people are gonna rebel. It's like, okay, because look at this. It's like marijuana, for example. Like, I know this video is supposed to be about gun control, but it's like anything, because it's illegal, more people are doing it and secretly doing it and wanting to do it. It's just like, anything. People want to do what they can because it's exhilarating for a lot of people to break the law. And now, I'm not saying, people go and do shootings just to get a rush. No, those are just some sick fucks. And let me tell you, I'd like to have a couple minutes alone with that, piece of shit, even though he killed himself, which, if I could have had a couple minutes alone with him, it wouldn't have been pretty. But, I'm just saying, I really don't think cracking down on these laws is going to do much for us. I don't think it's going to change anything. I think it's just, this is going to sound kind of heartless maybe, but I feel like it's another way of society controlling us, and it's also sad that we have to keep getting punished for other people's mistakes. It's like, why is it because one person fucks up, does everybody think that the other people are going to do it? Because like I said, it doesn't matter. If somebody's going to want to do something and do something bad like that, they're going to find a way. Because it's like, there's gun laws, and I was watching the show, how this guy who's very into trying to stop, all all these bad shootings and all, but the thing is he said that there's always going to be these private sellers, and as of right now, it's totally legal. So I suppose maybe if we found a way to crack down on them, that might reduce it quite a bit. But you guys have to realize it's never ever gonna stop. And you can only push the people so far with all these laws before they really start to fight back. Because, like, especially living in Wisconsin, I know everybody knows about prohibition back in the day. Well, think of how bad that would go over now, at least around here in a lot of states. Because look at how many drunk-related accidents and issues there are. It's because people love their alcohol too much. So I don't know. I don't even know if you guys are really going to make sense out of this video, but our main point is you can only slow it down. You're not going to stop it. And more you tighten down, more you're going to fight back. More people are going to fight back and say, oh, that isn't fair, this isn't fair. Just like, a lot of people are doing these, not riots, but similar things like strikes, or I can't think of the word, to try and get weed legalized, like, doing petitions and, stuff like that. So, alright, I've ranted for almost 7 minutes. You guys can make fun of me, you can like it, you can sub, whatever floats your boat. I'm just putting my opinion out there. Like, I'm sure if I searched in YouTube right now, there's a lot of people who's putting their opinion out there. I just put mine out. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't think people should use guns the way they do, but it's never going to change. Because you will never please everybody. You can only please, so many. So, that's enough from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If not, go ahead and tell me. Tell me whatever you want. Alright, well, you guys have a good rest of the day, and, sorry you had to look at my, ugly face for